How's it going, everybody? Top Hat Warrior. And here we are in my Hellcat, and we're letting Sean drive it. And let's see what he thinks of it. All right, Sean, start it up. Foot on the brake, push and start, and there you go.
Well, right off the bat, it's a whole lot newer than my 2006 Corvette. Very illuminated front visuals here, which is cool. Mine's 2006. Seats are comfy, hug you. Even being a bigger guy, that's what I loved about SRTs. I've had a 300 SRT 8, had the SRT 4 when they first came out. Always loved the SRT seats, is really their thing, and the motors aren't bad either. So got to give it to Dodge lineup at all, Chrysler, just for putting these out, like just to have the sack to do so. I would have went with a Charger. I just think they look better, a little bit newer, this platform. Don't get me wrong, this car is beautiful.
Yeah,
but
I like the Charger.
The Charger is a newer.
I do like the Charger better, believe it or not. I do own the Challenger, but I like the Charger better.
That's an interesting take. Hot takes. So yeah, I'm Charger Hellcat still in my future at some point. I don't do brand new car prices. That's why I got a 2006.
You can get one in the 50s now.
Yeah, used, they're going to be down in the 40s soon. So
I'll just have to get another one.
Yeah, exactly, right? Why not have? You could be the guy with 2 Hellcats.
I'll be the guy with 2 Hellcats.
And will they both be black?
Probably. Probably.
So, yeah, this was.
And me and Guitarmageddon can do videos of having duels.
So,
just kidding. I love you, Nick. Trust me, I do. I watch your videos all the time.
This is modern technology I'm not used to.
So right now you're in 700 horsepower, transmission, traction, and suspension is street, and the paddle shifters are on. So if you wanted to, you can adjust them. One thing I've noticed about the paddle shifters, I'm going to put that in this video right now. You can go whenever you want. Oh,
right?
No, take a left. That what I don't like about the paddle shifters is if you don't use them after, let's say you're in a gear and you're cruising, it automatically shuts them off. I don't like that.
Oh, wow.
See?
Like, even just there, it's just, wow.
Your teeth want to just...
Yeah.
It goes, but it stops.
Yeah, exactly. Like, I don't think I've ever experienced braking like that, to be quite honest.
But you see what I mean by your car didn't...
the difference? Oh, yeah, I feel it right off the bat. Not even going the speed limit.
Oh, man, there's cars in front of us. Go ahead, give it some gas.
Give it a burnout, you mean?
Floor it. Look at your speed.
And stopping.
And you're barely stepping on the brakes.
That's amazing. Both ways, that was pretty amazing.
Now, that was in default. Now we're in sport. So feel everything now.
Oh, wow.
Feel the suspension stiffen up a little bit.
And even just the slight moving of that was even
Believe
quicker.
it or not, I actually thought that it was the steering wheels tightening up, but it's not. There isn't an electronic assist in this until 2018. It comes with an electronic. Yep. But that feel is all from the suspension.
Fast, like
just from the suspension.
Even just from default, that.
Oh yeah, wait till we go to track mode. So you got a little straight spot here. Give it a little bit of gas once you turn this corner. Feel the difference?
Yeah.
The throttle response?
So much faster. Now, this transmission...
Slow up, you're going to be taking this left over here.
This transmission is the automatic 8-speed. And last weekend I drove a C7 Zo6 that had an automatic 8-speed. This transmission trumps it by every means of the word. That transmission was sloppy, like an old car would just slam into gear. Like after it was like maybe I do want to go into 4th gear, Like it's like your first car, like when it was starting to die on you, is how that transmission felt. And that's coming from somebody who owns a Corvette and debated whether I wanted to upgrade in Corvette, and if they can make a poor automatic transmission in that new of a car compared to this now, like I'm all set with the C7 platform.
As a sidebar, two things to note. I haven't driven the manual C7, but I've heard great things. But the manual C7 is very similar to the manual in the 6th Gen Camaro, which I did have. That was very good. It was very good. Much better than the A8 Auto. Now, about the Hellcat A8 Auto is that the Hellcat A8 was it actually was the fastest shifting automatic in the manual mode. It was 3,000ths of a second, which is now trumped by the A10, which is in the new Camaro ZL1, which is 1.5 thousandths of a second, which is pretty incredible considering for a non-dual clutch, it just shifts so nicely.
Yeah, this thing shifts smooth right into it, and you don't feel it. You're just going to the next level. I'm impressed by it. Easy enough to say.
So I'm going to put it in track mode. Be careful, traction control is almost completely off.
These brakes are
incredible. See what I mean by smashing your teeth off the steering wheel?
Yeah, they shock you if you've never...
Now the throttle response has changed different again too, so give it a little bit of it. Feel how it just...
Yeah.
The shifts are firmer.
That's crazy. Sounds so much different too. Like
now,
change of a button, you have a different car. Basically.
Now to mess with your mind, I'm gonna don't step on the brake, don't step on the gas. So now you are in 500 horsepower mode. Now give a guess. Slow down. I thought that was a car, but you feel it, and that still feels like a lot, right? Well, now back to 700. Do it again. Oh yeah, it's, as my buddy put it, it's like adding a whole nother 80s Corvette on top of it.
Yeah, minus the weight, even though it is a heavy vehicle.
It doesn't feel 4,500 pounds, does it?
No, even going around the corners, everybody gives it, driving a boat, it still feels pretty nimble.
It's all within reason. You can take corners at speeds that you wouldn't expect in this car. You just can't take them.
It's like Vince Wilfork.
Full throttle?
Yeah, it can't go full throttle. You got to ease into that full throttle. You got to be going 3/4 of the top speed before you can get full throttle. It takes corners a lot better than I ever would have thought, to be realistic. You get so many people giving it a bad name out there. Even though I own a Corvette, I'm definitely a Dodge Mopar kind of guy when it comes to performance vehicles.
Worth 70 grand? Now that you've driven it?
If I had an unlimited budget, like I didn't care about depreciating values, yes, absolutely. It's probably worth the 100 grand people paid for it when it first came out.
Yeah.
But I mean, it takes a person to really restrict themselves to go out and pay for it.
Oh yeah. I'm glad I waited.
I know you wanted one probably just as long as I did, and we kind of went online and we'd be like, I'm like, just get it. I egged you on. Even when you got your Camaro, I'm like, oh, you made a mistake.
Yeah, everyone did.
And here you are, you got a Hellcat, so maybe I was right a little bit for once.
Yeah, you know what? The funny thing is you appreciate this car a lot more after having driven the Camaro, because if you watch my Camaro versus Challenger video, they're two different animals. They're designed for two different things. This is a bludgeoning machine, as to where the Camaro is more of a, like I said, it's more of a scalpel for precision.
Yeah.
You slight inputs and you point and you shoot. Now this actually, like you said, it points and shoots, but you can feel the weight difference between
a little bit of roll
Corvette
to
and
it.
this. But it's not as bad as everyone claims. But that's because of the power of the lack of tires.
Yeah.
See, when in the new 2018 model, they beat the Hellcat, the last generation, standard body, by 2 full seconds around a minute and a half, almost 2-minute track. And that's 16 car lengths. 2 seconds doesn't sound like a lot, but that's 16 car lengths. That's a lot. 16. That's,
Yeah.
whether it's an inch or a mile, like Vin Diesel said. Well, 16 car lengths is pretty embarrassing. Just hold on.
I don't feel like hitting a guardrail today.
Pulls a little harder than the Z06 though, when it has traction.
Instant brakes. Instant brakes.
Now you see what
That's like running downhill. And you're like just hitting a wall. Instant brakes. A+ on the brakes in this car.
So I want to thank everyone for joining in today. As always, likes, comments, shares. Please subscribe. I want to make my channel grow. I enjoy producing content. I try to put out 1 to 2 videos every other week. If I can, 1 every week. I actually film a lot in advance, so that way I can, you know, put out several videos a week. I actually have some in the bank at home that I'm working on editing as we speak. As always, any questions, put them in the comment section below. I would love to answer them if I can. Any suggestions, ideas, put them in there. I'm always open. And until next time, be well, stay safe. So I forgot to add this in. Please, my buddy Sean, go check out his channel. It is Sean of the Rev. And I believe it's the same on Instagram.
No, Instagram is Who Are You Pal, all one word.
Who Are You Pal, all one word. Go check him out. Just watch what he's going to do with his car. He's going to drag it. I'd like to see where he ends up. It'd be really cool. Again, remember, check him out.